Guru Nation. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, Guru Nation? Hell yeah, we're back in the building, baby. Spencer the Guru here, bringing y'all a brand new edition, brand new year of Mock Draft Monday. We're back, baby, keeping the tradition going. What's up? What's up? Really appreciate everyone here rocking with us over on YouTube. We're bringing this thing to the YouTube for show. Spencer the Guru. Make sure to check it out. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the like, all that stuff. Appreciate everyone. Antonio pulling up. What's good, man? Appreciate you showing the love, man. And everybody else here in the building. Is going to be a lit one, y'all. Mock Draft Monday. We're just getting our feet wet here. Our first mock draft, a single QB, 12-team PPR. Going to keep it simple here to start. So nothing too crazy here. And then, yeah, I'm glad Matthew pulling up here. Appreciate my cousin for that intro music with that was Loudness War, and now on his new project Split, and he's got solo stuff. Y'all go check out Matthew's music, man. He's constantly in the lab grinding, just like we're constantly in the lab grinding this fantasy sports content for y'all. So appreciate everyone here, and we're gonna get this draft going without further ado. Let's get this thing rolling, y'all. 12-team PPR here to start. Let's see if everyone's in the building. Oh, we got the green light starting to come on there in the sleeper chat in the room there. Not everyone's here. Let me go let them know that it's about to start here in the chat on Instagram. For those that don't know, we have a huge community on Instagram. That's where the Guru Nation was born, over on IG. So y'all go check that out. It's also at Spencer the Guru. We keep it simple, same username. And yeah, just sending a quick message here to the chat. And so yeah, we're gonna get this thing rolling. Did a little practice mock on Friday. That went pretty well. Had a few surprises there. We're going to break this one down, of course, out. So we're going to have grades. Going to grade all 12 teams. And, yeah, this is going to be lit, y'all. So let's do it. The draft will start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are underway. And Justin Jefferson off the board, 101. So now it's on to me here at the pick number 2. And I got to draft from my phone, y'all, because I got the computer pulled up here. Got to see what I can do. Got to multitask, y'all. Got to multitask. Thanks for everyone again for tuning in. And so we've got, I guess I'll go CMC to start off. On the Friday mock, I went 0 RB. Went Kelsey and A.J. Brown to start it off. But tonight we're going to try out a running back there. To me, Christian McCaffrey, him and Justin Jefferson are the top 2 players. And so Joseph going here at pick 3. He's going Bijan Robinson. He's going bold here. I like it. I like the boldness there to start. Louis Santana up next at pick 4. Santana, a loyal Guru Nation member. Going to be interesting to see where he goes here. According to the best available players, we've got Jamar Chase, Jonathan Taylor, and Austin Eckler, followed by Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce. So we'll see what Santana does here. I'm thinking he goes Chase. To me, Chase is probably the next best available, although Eckler's tempting too. I'd go either Eckler or Chase. He goes JT. And Will, shout out to Will. He's the winner of our best ball league from last year. Willie Manis, he's on the clock. Let me put a thing in the chat to let him know that he's up, because I don't see his green dot. There he is. We'll see what Will does here. I know he's a Cowboys fan, as shown by his logo, but he's also an LSU fan, and he goes with Jamar Chase, which not at all a homer pick. Very good pick there to start. I believe he went with Chase in our Friday mock. And we'll have to who is this? Owen. Owen's up next. Have to tag him and let him know that he is on the clock. Hopefully he gets in here in time. I think I spelled his name right. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, Owen here at pick 6 has options. I would probably go Eckler. He could go receiver, though, or Travis Kelce. I would probably say Eckler, Kelce. And this list is 0. I mean, I know it's early, so the sleeper list probably not exactly up to date, which is why you can get a lot of value in these early mocks. There he is going Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp there at pick 6, hoping for a bounce back. Get out the way up next with a 49er logo. Let's do him. Tagged. So far, so good. With sending out the bat signals, everyone's made their picks, no autos, and yep, there he is. There he is. All right. Well, Eckler still hadn't gone. It's Travis Kelce. John the Bolt goes Eckler. He's the Chargers fan. Shout out to John. He's been rocking with us since year 1 on these mocks. Boston Sports Mania. Shout out to Andrew. He's going with Stephon Diggs there at the 109. And there's this Belichick's movie rental. He's a new mocker with us that started on Friday. I've never seen him in the mocks before, but shout out to Belichick. Let's see what he can do here to start it off. Pick 10. A lot of options. Saquon off the board here. Nathan up next, followed by B-Man to cap it off. So let me know what y'all think. Let me comment y'all's thoughts on how this draft's going. You know, it's early, so we're nothing high pressure, you know, just kind of getting back into the swing of things. Hell, I'm getting back into the swing of things because it feels kind of weird right now. I'm like, damn, we're really mocking right now. This is kind of surreal because I was, been kind of not really hibernating. You know, I've still been grinding hard with Bet.Nola. Shout out to Bet.Nola.com and Caesar Sportsbook. For those that are into sports betting, that's our partner over at Bet.Nola, Caesars. So if y'all gonna bet, might as well bet with Caesars. All the books are similar. Caesars has a good app. Sign up with them if you haven't already. Assuming it's legal in your state. Some books I think are illegal, and in some states I don't know. If it's legal in your state, though, I'll bet with Caesars. They're good. So, but anyway, it's about fantasy. Let's get back on track here. Tyreek Hill and AJ Brown, back-to-back picks there by B-Man. Good start. That's what I did in the last mock, the Friday mock day. I'm kind of glad we did that. Kind of helped break the ice a little bit. I did the receiver. I actually did receiver tight end. I went with AJ Brown and Kelce. I think at the 111. I took Kelce 11th, and then Brown fell to me at the 2-2. Devontae Adams goes, pairing him with CD Lamb. That's a nice start. And then Saquon and Chubb, RB start there for Belichick. Boston up next. We'll see if he keeps this trend going of going position, or if he breaks that trend and goes with a running back. No quarterbacks or tight ends in this range worth taking. So I would think, let's see, best available. They got Mahomes and Allen ranked up there, but that's just single QB. There's no way they should go this high. Derrick Henry, Dalvin Cook, Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jalen Waddle. Best available according to the list. Andrew studying here, trying to see what he can cook up. Went with Diggs at 9. That was kind of bold. Diggs usually falls a little later than that, but not a bad pick. Diggs kind of slept on, I feel like, by the fantasy community. And then there goes Josh Jacobs there at the 2-4. Another solid selection there. Jacobs led the league in rushing last year, rushing yards, and was a top 5 running back. Kind of gets slept on there being on the Raiders, but even though the team sucks, it's productive for fantasy because him and Devontae Adams get all the volume. Amon-Ra St. Brown goes there to John the Bolt. Pretty solid selection. Can't argue too much with Amon-Ra. The offense is good. And he's very consistent. Maybe not quite as much upside as they have maybe Jalen Waddle because they have more upside, but being that Amon-Ra's the clear number 1 on that team, can't go wrong there. Derrick Henry goes there to get out the way. Solid pick. Let's let Owen know that he's up. I see he doesn't have his green light on, so we're going to let him know. But yeah, it's there he is. Cool. So yeah, I mean, they've got a lot of interesting stuff here. Travis Etienne, Breece Hall, Debo, Joe Mixon, just kind of going down the list here. There's got to be some names we're not thinking of. Jahmyr Gibbs, rookie to watch. Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, Drake London. Yeah, this list is like, this is going to, for those that are paying attention, are going to get some real values because the list is, I mean, it's not totally trash, but it's got a lot of stuff that needs to be cleaned up. I was saying about I was rusty. I'm not nearly as rusty as this list. This list is, I mean, Dalvin Cook should be, I mean, we don't even know where he's going to play next year. As y'all, in case y'all didn't know, Vikings Twitter took Dalvin Cook off of their homepage or their cover photo on their homepage of their Twitter and replaced him with Alexander Madison. Doesn't always mean anything, but could indicate that Dalvin Cook's days as a Viking are numbered. And so we're on deck here. Joseph up next. Let's see where he goes. We got Bijan taking a swing there. I know who I want here. I know. Oh, and I got him. If I can, let me count here. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 receivers. Okay, well, I know where I'm going. He's got Aaron Rodgers throwing the ball to him now, and that's Garrett Wilson. I mean, at 211, there's no way I could let the 101 there get Jefferson and Wilson stacked. I mean, Garrett Wilson's got top 5 wide receiver upside. There is no way he's going to fall to 211 come June. His ADP is going to skyrocket once they update this list. But I'm so glad to get him here. And at the 211. And looking at it here, yeah, some running backs. How many running backs have gone? Let's see. You had 1 CMC, 2 Bijan, 3 JT, 4 Eckler, 5 Saquon, 6 Chubb, 7 Jacobs, 8 Henry, 9 Najee, 10 Brees, 11 ETN, 12 Pollard. Okay. So it looks like, according to my board here, Ramondre Stevenson, the best runner available, best receiver available, according to the board here. Chris Olave. And best tight end, TJ Hawk, and then all the QBs available. Oh, man. Rohamador Stevenson, as we like to call him on the GMM network, or Chris Olave. I think I'm going to go Ramondre. Here because, I mean, as much as I love Chris Olave, will Derek Carr help him? Maybe slightly. Definitely an upgrade over Andy Dalton. But will it be a huge upgrade like some are thinking? Not 100% sure, but feeling pretty good that it'll be a significant upgrade. So normally I would have taken him, but to me, Ramondre Stevenson at 3.2 is such a value because he's a guy that last year caught a lot of passes. It was a PPR specialist. I believe he caught, let's see how to get the Pro Football Reference backhand in. Yeah, Andrew said that I sniped him there with Ramondre because, I don't know if Ramondre would have made it to you, bro. I think Andrew there picking at 3.9. I don't know if Ramondre would have made it that far. But yeah, he caught as 69 passes. Nice. Yep. 69 receptions. Oh, man. That's always a funny number. But yeah, DK Metcalf goes, Ken Walker. And oh, yeah, we need Bogart Scott-Free in the building. Hit us with the 69, dudes. Carlos Lopez in the chat. Shout out to Carlos. He says Montgomery coming back worries me for Mondre, though. I'm not too worried about Ty Montgomery. At first I thought you meant David Montgomery. I was like, oh, well, yeah, now I'm worried. If the Patriots got David Montgomery. But Ty Montgomery doesn't really scare me. It might cause his receptions to drop a little bit. He might catch 55. On another one of those fun numbers. Yeah, I'm at 55 instead of the 69, but that's still a good number. I still think he'll catch at least 50. I think that's his floor. So with a floor of 50, that's very solid to where, and he's going to get most of the carries because James Robinson, he's just on a cheap deal. He's not even guaranteed to make the roster. So a bold pick there by Will, DeAndre Swift. Eagles tend to run a committee, but in that offense, he has upside. Might do better than his time with the Lions. And then Joe Mixon goes to Owen at the 3.6. That's a value. I like Mixon there because he's getting slept on because a lot of people are, he didn't do that well last year. and being on the Bengals. Like, it's Joe Burrow. It's the Joe Burrow show with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But in that offense, Mixon's still a solid play. And if you're getting him at a discount in the third round, that's good. Last year, we were having to pay up like late first round value, and that was just not it. So we're getting Mixon there in the middle of the third is not bad at all. Debo goes there at the 3-7. That's okay value. If I'm targeting Debo, I'd prefer the third, but that's not bad. Damn, Chris Olave, what a value. I had mentioned I was thinking about taking him at the 3-2, and then John gets in there. And then Andrew goes Jahmyr Gibbs. I can respect that. Jahmyr Gibbs, a rookie with the Lions, should be able to do what DeAndre Swift did, but better. I like that pick because David Montgomery, I mean, he should do good, but probably won't score quite as many touchdowns as Jamal Williams did. I mean, that was kind of a fluke last year, I feel like, how the big back there got all the touchdowns. We know how that goes. Aaron Jones, for example, who would be a pretty good value at this point. But remember, Aaron Jones, we were taking him too high because of the touchdowns, and he came back to earth. Still a solid RB2, but if you're 2 touchdown dependent, you don't want that as your RB1. You want guys like Eckler, Saquon, Chubb, Jacobs, even if they only score 7 or 8 touchdowns on the year, it's still not bad. Dalvin Cook goes there at the 3-10. So Belichick's movie's going with 3 running backs, all back to back to back. Pretty interesting there. He's got to hope that Dalvin goes to a decent team or stays in Minnesota. J.K. Dobbins goes there at the 3-11. That's pretty decent too. Let's see. B-Man up next. Shout out to B-Man. He's one of our new members here. We got a good mix here. We got some OGs in this draft as well as some new members. So I really appreciate the diversity here in this mock. James Conner goes at the 3-12. We'll see who else goes after him. As we kick off round 4, let's see. We'll recap our first 3 rounds here real quick. At the 101, Justin Jefferson, followed by Christian McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce, Austin Eckler, Stephon Diggs, Saquon Barkley, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill. Second round, A.J. Brown, Devontae Adams, Nick Chubb, Josh Jacobs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Breece Hall, Travis Etienne, Jalen Waddle, Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins. Third round, Tony Pollard, Ramondre Stevenson, Kenneth Walker, DK Metcalf, DeAndre Swift, Joe Mixon, Deebo Samuel, Chris Olave, Jahmyr Gibbs, Dalvin Cook, J.K. Dobbins, James Conner. And now beginning round 4 is the aforementioned Aaron Jones, followed by Miles Sanders and Amari Cooper, Boston Sports Mania. Now on the clock. Let's shoot Bogey the link. Let's see what's up with Bogey. Shout out to the GMM network. Let's see. Shoot him the link here real quick. But yeah, appreciate though everyone here. It's been quite the mock, very focused here, kind of quiet, not a whole lot of chatter in the chat, but I guess that's a good thing. Everyone's focused. Everyone's trying to get a good grade here. I guess we'll have more piling in here in a little bit. All right, so Cam Akers goes. That's a good value point for Cam Akers. I like that. DeAndre Hopkins goes there in the 4th. He has rumors. There were rumors today about Hopkins maybe wanting out of Arizona again, where it looked like he was coming back, and now he might get traded. It's like an on-again, off-again situation over there, kind of. Don't know what to think with Hopkins. I'm thinking he stays, but he might not. I kind of hope he goes. The problem is if he goes like to, let's just say, like a contender, it's like he's not going to be the number 1 option most likely. Maybe the Chiefs. I mean, that would just be unfair having him. And sure enough, speaking of the Chiefs, there goes Patrick Mahomes, finally a QB. Let's see. Josh Allen goes too. Looks like there's going to be a QB run here. Damian Pierce goes after Josh Allen. I might think about a QB here. Let's see. Oh, it just had some breaking news for those that like the NBA. D'Angelo Russell moved to the bench, and Jared Vanderbilt, the starting five. Dennis Schroeder, Austin Reeves, Ryu Hachimura, LeBron, and AD. That's interesting. Jalen Hurts goes here at the 4-9. Let's see. Yeah, so Joe Burrow, I think, would be a good value at this point. I might think about it. Probably not going to go QB this early, but definitely going to have to consider it. Devontae Smith goes. That's a value play. Damn, I would have probably taken Devontae there. That was a really good pick. Best available receiver looks like it's Drake London. Best available running back looks like, damn, Isaiah Pacheco. I might have to go Burrow. They didn't leave me with much. TJ Hawkinson's available too. I might go with Hawkinson here. Let's see it. Oh, Keenan Allen's available too. That's kind of tempting. You know, I'll go with Hawkinson. Let's go with Hawkinson. Get a tight end off the board here. I went tight end early last time with Travis Kelce. Going Hawkinson here. I've seen him go a lot higher in a lot of these industry mocks. His ADP, let's see, I got the consensus ADP is 41st, and he goes here at pick 47, so maybe a little bit of value there. Pacheco and Rashad White, those are both pretty solid picks. I'm going to go with a receiver. I already got 2 running backs. Oh, man, I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm kind of Keenan Allen be safer. Drake London. I guess I'll go Keenan Allen, to kind of balance it out. Got Garrett Wilson. Might as well balance it out with Keenan Allen, have a young stud and a veteran. And then we've got a really nice backfield with CMC and Rahamador and then Hawkinson. Man, if Bogey hops in here, we're going to have fun with all those names. That's going to be a good time. And also, we'll put the StreamYard here. For anyone that wants to come on in the mock, we'll put it in the mock chat. Hell yeah. To hop on during the grades. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, Javonte goes here. That's an interesting one at the 5-3, Javonte Williams. Very, very interesting there. DJ Moore goes Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley went really early in the other mock. Yeah, he goes here at the 5-4. That's a decent price. Probably wouldn't have taken him quite that high, but not a terrible pick, especially if you're feeling that. DJ Moore, meet Michael Pittman, Terry McLaurin. Oh, get out the way. Get out the way ended up ducking out, unfortunately. Everyone else still here, though. Shout out to everyone that's been rocking with us. By the end of training camp, what's your prediction for the WR1, WR2, and WR3 for the Chargers? I'm going to say Allen, Mike Williams, and Quentin Johnston because I don't think Joshua Palmer is very good. I mean, he had his chance last year and never got it done. If he'd have shown something last year, they probably wouldn't have taken Quentin Johnston as early as they did. They took him in the first round. So that tells me that they were looking for a new number 3 receiver. Well, that's the order I'm going with. Keenan Allen, Big Mike Williams, Quentin Johnston for the Chargers. Mark Andrews goes at the 3-8. That's a value. That's a value for John. John's team's looking really stacked. Joe Burrow goes there to Andrew. That's another value. With these single QBs, a lot of times you can get tight ends and quarterbacks at values because everybody's so worried about making sure they have enough running backs and receivers, which I get it, but you don't want to completely ignore those positions, which our starting lineup, we'll pull it up here, it consists of, let's see, one quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 receivers, tight end, 2 flexes, and then 5 bench spots. So 14 rounds total here. Yes, sir. And then George Kittle goes, another tight end, 4 tight ends off the board so far. Now Lamar Jackson, now an epidemic of tight ends and QBs going off the board here. And let's see, B-Man will be able to get our round 5 complete. Thing moving along almost halfway through the Guru Nation mock draft Monday. Yes. Justin Fields, that is now our 6th quarterback off the board. Still no Justin Herbert or Trevor Lawrence. I'd say it's like 8 quarterbacks that I'd draft within the first 8 rounds. The 6 that have gone, and then Herbert and Lawrence. I mean, there's a big tier break after those 8. And I'll probably wait for that unless either Herbert or Lawrence come back to me here, which they might. I mean, there's a lot of QBs that have been gone. So I think there's a chance I could get one of them. David Montgomery goes there. James Conner, Aaron Jones, David Montgomery. That's an interesting 3-headed running back stack. There goes Herbert. Won't get Herbert. Damn. Jerry Jeudy went. That's a nice team there. CD, Devontae, Jeudy. Really nice 3-wide set. J.K. Miles Sanders, strong running back duo. Lamar Jackson, of course, anchor quarterback. Andrew up here. Let's see what he does. Could complete his 3-wide set. Could take a chance on a tight end. Beef up his backfield. In a good position there. Could go a lot of different directions. Goes with Big Mike Williams will complete his 3-wide set. John in a similar spot, except he has a tight end instead of a quarterback. Let me see. I need to look at the best available here. It's getting close to my pick again. Let's see it. The Bucks boys are still there. Drake London's still there. Christian Watson's still there. Lockett, Hollywood, Christian Kirk, Ayuk. So some pretty good options still available. Running back wise, A.J. Dillon, James Cook, Kamara, Brian Robinson, Jamal Williams. Okay. We still got options. Of course, Trevor Lawrence at quarterback. Kyle Pitts at tight end. I want no part of Kyle Pitts. It was funny during the Friday mock. Someone commented about Kyle Pitts saying he's like that ex-girlfriend that you just keep going back to. And that's kind of how I feel too, because then you draft Kyle Pitts, you're like, well, he's got so much potential and tight end. It's a bad position. Like he's bound to pop off, right? But it's just after last year, I would not trust Kyle Pitts. There's a certain point, you just get to a point of no return. I'm about to that point with Kyle Pitts. I don't want any part of drafting him this year. I really don't. Dak goes to, wow. I'm surprised we went with Dak. I mean, man, that. He's got that star on his emoji or his little logo there. That screams of Homer. To me, if Will wants to comment and let me know your thoughts there, I mean, I just don't know if Kellen Moore leaving is going to help Dak. I know some people think that, but I don't know if it will. Damn, they took Trevor Lawrence too. I'm going to wait on a quarterback then, that's for sure. Chris Godwin and win as well. Shoot, okay. This is interesting, y'all. I'm kind of at a crossroads here. And they took all the receivers I was looking at. They took London. They took Evans. They took Watson. They took... Man, another tough Guru Nation mock draft Monday. We have a nation of gladiators, y'all. Damn it, man. Damn. You know what? Let's go Ayuk. Let's go Ayuk. Almost went Christian Kirk. Pivoted to Ayuk instead. I think Ayuk's is in a good position this year because you can't trust Debo to stay healthy. Ayuk took advantage last year, and I think this year, with what should be an upgraded QB, if Brock Purdy can stay healthy, and then even Trey Lance should be an upgrade over Jimmy G, I would think that Ayuk should have a solid season. So I went with him there as my WR3 to go at Garrett Wilson and Keenan Allen. Deontay just went. I could go with another receiver here for the flex, or I could go with RB. Let's see what RBs are available. I think Brian Robinson was there. He's a pretty good value. Kamara could be worth taking a chance. A.J. Dillon. I had so much A.J. Dillon last year. Not sure if I'm going to go back to that well. Alexander Madison's there too. I mean, for those that don't believe in Dalvin, which I'm not believing in Dalvin, he's an option. Damn it, gonna have to decide here in a little bit. This is 6th, 7th round. These are tough points. Shit, man, this is tough. I guess I'll try Brian Robinson. You know, I mean, he did so well last year. I gotta go with him there. I'm tired of the A.J. Dillon thing. You always draft A.J. Dillon thinking he's gonna be a thing. I'm just tired of that. And with Madison, even if Cook leaves, it's like, I mean, he will be the primary back, but it's just Cook hadn't left yet. So with that being said, I'll go with Brian Robinson in hopes that in that Eric Bieniemy revitalized offense there in Washington, that Robinson should do even better in year 2. Hollywood Brown goes there. That's a solid 3-wide set. Waddle, Devontae, and Hollywood. He took a chance on Javonte there, and then Trevor Lawrence. A little high for Trevor. I feel like people kind of reached on those quarterbacks. I feel like I would have probably waited a little bit for Trevor. Dallas Goedert. Solid selection there in the 7th. There, people are not messing with Kyle Pitts. Christian Kirk, that was a good pick. That's who I almost went with at 6'11". Decided to go Ayuk instead. Oh, Owen's back. Let's see, Owen, and then get out the way, John, after them. Owen, let's see what he's got so far. Kupp, Najee, Mixon, Josh Allen, Michael Pittman, and Christian Watson. All right. Best available, according to the list here, Kyle Pitts, Alvin Kamara, Tyler Lockett, Zeke. Zeke. They didn't update that. Cortland Sutton, Dalton Schultz, Juju, A.J. Dillon. Yeah, unfortunately, George Pickens, you know, he's good. But it's a lot of this. You gotta fend for yourself here. You gotta make sure you're studying. Trey Burks, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. You know, gotta find options that are kind of buried down on the list there that you weren't really thinking of. Get out the way. Goes Kamara. That's a value. I almost took Kamara there instead of B-Rob. We don't know with Kamara with the suspension and stuff. Looking back on it, though, I maybe should have taken him. And then Madison, and also a good pick. Brian Robinson, it's like Brian Robinson showed a lot last year, especially when he was coming off a major injury. He got in gunshot wounds, was able to come back from that a little quicker than expected. And, I mean, he balled out. He was very good. Not really a pass catcher, but very good on the early downs. But we got Rahamadur and CMC. We've got 2 of the best pass catching backs in the game there. So could afford to take a chance on a big back there in round 7. George Pickens goes at the 7-10. Kyle Pitts follows. So finally a Pitts truther emerges. Not really a truther. That's actually a value. If I can get Pitts at the 7-8 turn, I'd take a chance. That's not bad at all. Let's see, B-man there, Fields. Had Fields as his QB. Hadn't had taken a third receiver. That goes Jahan Dotson to complete his 3-wide set. And yeah, to Phony Tony. Phony Tony still available. Yep. Phony Tony. You know what's fun? I'm glad you brought him up, Antonio. Kadarius Tony, because yeah, shout out to Crispy. Crispy loves Kadarius Tony, but I think some of that's sarcastic because I don't see how anyone could love Kadarius Tony. But the thing is, ADP wise, I don't mind it because if you can get Kadarius Tony in the 9th or 10th round as a potential number one option for the Patrick Mahomes-led Chiefs at receiver, Kelsey is obviously the number one receiving option. But as far as at the wide receiver position, out wide, Kadarius Toney theoretically could be the number one out wide option. And the last time they had an elite out wide option, we all know it's Tyreek Hill last year. Didn't really have that. You know, Juju was not anywhere close to that. People that thought that Juju could be Tyreek Hill were complete morons, but not saying Kadarius Toney will be anything near Tyreek Hill, and there goes Juju. But if healthy, that's the key. If healthy, Kadarius Toney is worth taking a chance on in the bench rounds. I wouldn't take him as a starter, but if you can get him in the double digits, like at that 10-11 turn, to me, that's a great sweet spot for Kadarius Toney. Because, I mean, if he sucks, well, he's a bench player. You can release him. But if he's good, you might have yourself a WR3 with WR2 upside. I don't no way he's a WR1. Kadarius Toney and WR1 will never be in the same sentence. But if healthy, I think WR2 is possible. But the problem is he's just never healthy. In 2 years in the NFL, he's been like one of the most injury-prone receivers in the game, already having hamstring trouble, seems like every other week. And Julio Jones was having that here recently, but Julio Jones is over 30 years old. Kadarius Toney's a young man. If he's already having that much trouble, that's not a good sign. But I'm glad you brought him up, though, because he's intriguing. Someone's going to take a chance on him here. Maybe it'll be me. Cortland Sutton, Juju, Lockett, a lot of safe receivers going off the board there. Those are all pretty good values here. And what is this, the 8th round? A little over halfway through now. So, yeah, this is a pretty interesting draft here. Pat Fryer, Moose, another tight end. That's like, how many tight ends is that now? 8 or 9. Let's see. It's crazy to think Juju outperform his fantasy. Is it crazy to think Juju outperform his fantasy season on the Chiefs? I feel like every Patriot slot receiver is a monster in PPR league. No, it's not crazy to think that. I think Juju's a pretty deep pick at that point. I'd almost rather him over Lockett because with Lockett, you're dealing with the emergence of Jackson Smith and Jigba. With the Patriots, Juju's going to have a very safe floor. He's going to be in that Jacoby Myers role. They basically took him to replace – they signed him to replace Jacoby, and because Jacoby signed with the Raiders. And, yeah, he's definitely going to be better than Myers in fantasy this year. And then he'll put up – Myers was pretty productive last year. He'll put up similar production to that, I would think. Probably right around 1,000 yards, 80 to 90 receptions, 5 to 6 touchdowns, which is not sexy but very respectable. WR3 numbers with WR2 upside. So to me, he's like a safer version of Toney. At least with Juju, you can count on him to at least play most of the game. So yeah, I think that's a pretty solid selection there. Michael Thomas, someone took a chance on MT. Going with that's in there. 5 receivers: Kupp, Pittman, Watson, Burks, and Michael Thomas. That's a solid receiving core. Then Najee and Mixon at running back. Josh Allen, QB. Not bad. Let's see. Will up here. Got Jamar, DJ Moore, Christian Kirk. Then guys Dak. And a nice 3-headed monster there. Brees Swift and Damian Pierce. Clock's a ticking. Goes with Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet. I was wondering when Charbonnet would go off the board. There he goes. Oh, Zeke, auto pick. Okay, I was like, why did someone take Zeke? But, okay, yeah, auto. Yeah, with the list, I guess Leonard Fournette will be the next auto pick punishment there. Let's see, Elijah Mitchell going there. The Raging Cajun. Shout out to Elijah Mitchell from Erath, Louisiana. Yes, not far from where I'm at in Cajun country. But, yeah, Eli Mitchell. Damn, I would have taken Elijah Mitchell. He'd have been a good handcuff to my CMC, but can't get him now. Good snipe there by Santana. Let's see. I got to queue some players up. Do I go QB here? Nah. I'm going to keep kicking the can on that. Running backs. Oh, A.J. Dillon's still there. Jamal Williams, Gibson. A lot of intriguing names. I guess I'll go with one of them. Oh, man. Do I go with the handcuff with Gibson? I get both in the backfield. Do I go with A.J. Dillon? I guess I'll do it. A.J. Dillon. He wasn't terrible last year. A.J. Dillon had his moments. He was pretty much a bust for where we were taking him. At the end of the 8th round, it's a buy low at this point. It's like the Kyle Pitts thing. It's like if a player's ADP plummets enough, then they're attractive again. They're worth taking again. In the end of the 8th round, I'll take A.J. Dillon all day. Last year, we were paying 5th, 6th round value for him, and that was too high. But if you're getting him in the 8th, I'll take it. Gabe Davis, another one, another post-hype, keeping the post-hype theme going here because, yeah, Gabe Davis, another one we reached on heavily. And there goes Kirk Cousins. Might be a sign that I should take a quarterback. Phony Tony's there. He's kind of tempting. I don't think I'll go that route. Let's see. Jacoby Myers is there. Tyler Boyd. Who else needs a QB? Only one other team, it looks like. I probably won't worry about it then. I'll be the last QB person like I am in a lot of these mocks. Dang it, man. This is tough. Tough decision. I think I need I only have 3 receivers. Yeah, I need a 4th receiver. Pretty bad. I don't know which one's good here. I don't really like any of these. Damn it, man. Damn it. Give me Addison, the rookie. If I can find him, okay. All right, yeah, Jordan Addison. I know I already got Hawkinson, but I like Addison there with the Vikings. I like the landing spot. JSN went, so he had finally a couple rookie receivers off the board there, going with Jordan Addison as our WR4. May have pulled him up a little high, but just felt like it was better than I could have gone Kadarius Toney. That would have been kind of funny after I was talking about him there, but I would have felt like I would have contradicted myself if I'd have taken him. It's because he's so damn injury prone, man. I just couldn't do it. But I think Addison gonna have a nice year as a rookie. Gonna be stepping into that Adam Thielen role there in Minnesota. So it should be pretty productive right off the rip. Rashad Bateman goes. I thought this would have maybe caused the rookie receiver run. I'm thinking maybe Zay Flowers would have gone, but Bateman is the choice there. Yeah, he's back healthy, it looks like, so he could be a good post-hype candidate as well. Kadarius Toney goes there. Brandon Cooks goes as well. Both solid selections, I'd say. Can't really argue. Evan Ingram goes. Another tight end and an auto Kyler Murray. Yeah, if you're auto in here, you're going to get completely screwed because the list is all jacked up. Like, for example, Dalton Schultz and Leonard Fournette are now the best available. So, yeah, you're gonna have to pay if you get autoed. He has Jamal Williams, and there goes Zay Flowers. Solid selection there. Jamal is a value. Almost went with him and said A.J. Dillon, but I feel like A.J. Dillon has more upside. Jamal, though, if Kamara gets suspended, could be through the roof. Through the roof. Antonio Gibson's still available. Definitely going to take him if he falls. Doubt he will, though. Let's see. OBJ, Jacoby Myers, Tyler Boyd, Sky 2Y Moore, Zay Jones. So we got a lot of intriguing receiver options. My boy Rashid Shaheed, a.k.a. Rashid Shaspeed. Yeah, I'm making a queue now because we're getting into the nitty-gritty. We're going to need a QB here as well. We got Massage Watson available. We got Mr. Rogers available. We got Danny Dumbass available. Geno Smith available. And then Goff, bro. They are sleeping on Jared Goff. And y'all know me. I'm not a Jared Goff fan by any means, but the way his ADP is right now, damn, that is a steal. Yep, but yeah, Antonio Gibson just went there. Quentin Johnson, where are we in now? completed the 9th, so we've got 5 more rounds to go. Quentin Johnson caps off round 9. Everyone's taking their time here. This mock's taking a good amount of time, but nothing wrong with that. Appreciate everyone for honing in on it and taking it serious. Dalton Schultz goes here at the 10-1 to begin the 10th round. Jamison Williams. Jamison Williams is a 6-game suspension, but not a bad player to take a chance on here late. Belichick's movie up next. Let's see. Cooper Pickens, Juju Beckham. Not bad. Kittle, Herbert, and Chubb, Dalvin. He must have a good RB1. I can't see who it is. Saquon, yep. Alan Lazard to pick there. Continuing to build that receiver depth. I like the way he's building that. Devon A-Chain, another rookie running back for Andrew. I'm not sure how to feel about A-Chain. I mean, he's got upside, but I don't really like the system fit there. Dolphins are such a committee. I feel like A-Chain might slip through the cracks over there. Elijah Moore. Man, the auto pick is just really brutal there for get out the way. He's going to he'll have to just take an F when we get the grades because his depth's going to just be complete chat. Owen on the clock here at the 10.7. Adam Thielen. Not bad. Guess we'll go with a receiver and a QB with the 10th and 11th round selections. Got a few queued up here. See which ones fall to me. Will has Dak, Brees, Swift, Pierce, and then he took Chase as his first receiver. Chase, DJ Moore, Kirk, and Cooks. Needs a tight end. See if he goes tight end or keep stacking the depth. Has 4 receivers. I could see going either receiver or tight end here. Probably not running back since he already got 4. Oh, he does go with another running back. Cordarrelle Patterson. Not sure what kind of a role Patterson's going to have now that they've got Bijan Robinson. Probably not going to be a whole lot left for him. Because they also still have Tyler Algier. It's still very crowded, and then we know Bijan's going to get his, being that he was the 8th overall selection. Santana here has, who did he take for Etienne? I got it pulled up. I think it's JT, Etienne, and Elijah Mitchell. And then his receivers, DK, Ridley, Godwin, Tony. Quarterback, Hurts. Tight end, Goddard as the Hurts-Goddard stack. Taking some chances here. Took a chance on Elijah Mitchell, Kadarius Toney there, two pretty injury-prone players. So we'll see if he can follow that up with hopefully something a little more safe here. Because, I mean, those are flex players. You don't want to go completely reckless in these rounds. But with the 2 flex spots, you need some solid starters. Oh, got auto. Gave him Tyler Algier. Not too bad, I guess. And Rashad Penny goes. And now I am up. Let's see. I don't know. I don't like any receivers. I guess I'll go. I don't know. Kind of torn here. I might just keep kicking the can with QB. I'll take a chance on Sky Moore right here. You know, he's got a post hype. People thought he'd be really good as a rookie. Didn't really pan out, but I like that he got involved in the Super Bowl, caught the touchdown there, and he's got a lot of explosive playmaking ability. I think he'll be a lot more involved in year 2, especially now that Juju's gone. I think maybe Sky Moore could play the Juju role, so I'll take a chance on him here in the 10th. Damian Harris goes. I'm going to keep kicking the can. I'm going to go ahead and take a veteran receiver here. I'll go. Let's see. I'll go Mooney here, actually. I'll go Darnell Mooney. I think he could have a solid bounce back this year, especially with the Bears' offense flowing better with Justin Fields. Like I think Mooney could be in a pretty good spot to bounce back. Thought about Tyler Boyd, Jacoby Myers. Those probably would have been a little bit safer picks, Zay Jones. But yeah, it's the bench. Might as well take some chances. I figure out Addison, Moore, and Mooney, one of those three will hit. And then I guess we're going to be forced to take a quarterback next because it's just no one's really taking them. I mean, there'll probably be a big run of backup quarterbacks here, knowing my luck. Then I'll be stuck with freaking Russ Wilson or Derek Carr or something. But barring a big run like that, I should be able to get a respectable QB1. But a lot of people took their QB1s pretty high, so it wouldn't shock me if 3 or 4 QBs went off the board here. But I've got 5 queued up, so as long as one of those 5 makes it to me, I won't be too upset. David Njoku and Jonathan Mingo to picks here. All right. Mingo to rookie from Ole Miss, rookie receiver there in Carolina. Should have a pretty decent rookie season. Michael Mayer, rookie for the Raiders, will taking a chance there at tight end. So I figured either him or Dalton Kincaid might hear their name called tonight, and Mayer ends up the one. Kincaid could still get drafted. I might take him as a tight end too. And there goes Dawson Knox. Speaking of Kincaid, him and Knox gonna fight out for snaps. And then Mayer should be the tight end one right away, but he's gonna have to battle Jacoby Myers and Hunter Renfrow though for receiving reps. So not sure how involved Mayer will be. Definitely don't think he'll be as involved as Darren Waller as a receiver. But they traded Waller, so the path is there, though, for Mayer to do okay. John up next here. They got Elijah Moore pretty late. Not a big Elijah Moore fan. I mean, he did absolutely garbage in his second season. His quarterback situation, though, was bad. It's just they had Garrett Wilson, though. So it's like kind of disappointed that he didn't do more. But he'll be with Deshaun Watson this year, so he might do better. Yeet Man, thanks for tuning in. Steelers logo there. Let's see. What is a good draft strategy for a 10-man PPR league, one quarterback? 10-man. Not too much different from 12-man. We're doing a 12-man right now. Not a whole lot different. I would say, though, in that, I'd probably take your QB a little bit higher in the 10-man because it seems like people tend to take them earlier. And you can still get pretty good receiver depth even if you take QB early. So I'd consider like a Mahomes or Allen in like round 3 or 4, even though some people might say that's a reach. But I'd get a good QB1 right off the rip. That'd probably be the only thing I'd change. Everything else I'd pretty much do the same. I mean, you don't have to, though. I've waited on QB before in 10-man league, but it's kind of tough having to play musical chairs when in a 10-man league, pretty much most teams have quarterback stability. So try and get that stability early if you can. But if people are dumb and taking Mahomes and those guys in the first round, well, then wait. Then just stack your running backs and receivers. You'll probably have a ridiculously stacked team. And as long as you can just piecemeal it on the waiver wire, you'll make the playoffs. Oh, Kendre Miller. Saints rookie running back off the board there. Jalen Hyatt went as well. So some rookies getting selected here. Like to see it. Like to see people taking chances. Let's see Nathan up here. And yeah, no pressure y'all for these later picks. So y'all, if y'all just want to pick them quick, go feel free because I won't grade that harshly on the bottom picks. Excuse me. So, but yeah, it's been fun, y'all. Appreciate it once again, everyone that's tuned in. It's been a good ride here. The first mock draft Monday of 2023, the return. We're going to have different themes throughout the year. Going to have some spicy mocks. Going to have some where we're going to have some requirements like early round challenges and such. Going to try to make it more interesting than just, single QB, 12-team PPR. I know y'all love that. I mean, I love it, but, we going to have different varieties of stuff. So yes, sir. Dalton Kincaid goes here. Schultz went before. That's a pretty good tight end duo. You got a veteran there in Schultz, as well as the rookie there at Kincaid. Deshaun Watson. Good backup to Fields. Cole Kmet there. Good backup to Lamar. For sure. Let's see, Belichick movies. Up next here at the 12-10, 12-3, my bad, y'all. Curtis Samuel, the selection there. Boston Sports. Up next here at the 12-4. Chigo Okonkwo. And Aaron Rodgers goes, yep, you see what I'm saying? All the QBs are going. Still got a few pretty good ones, though. So I'll be okay. I'll survive. I think that might have been John's first QB. He went 0 QB, kind of like I did, yeah. Copying my style there. Hell yeah. Not bad at all. I'll take Aaron Rodgers this late. In that offense, I could have stacked him with Garrett Wilson if he'd have made it to me. Looks like get out the way return. So I guess we'll grade his team. Not an automatic F since he was able to return for the later rounds. I think so. Yeah, I think Dawson Knox was his pick. I don't think that was an auto. Hell yeah. Let's see. Russ, Singletary, Kareem Hunt, Zach Ertz, Allen Robinson, Trey Lance, the best available. There goes Singletary. All right. Owen up next. Yeah, I would think he goes here, backup quarterback. But he did take Allen, so I don't know. His is a good spot. He could go with running back depth. I don't know why I said backup quarterback. I was going RB3 is what he should do, to be honest, because he's only got 2 running backs. Hopefully he decides soon, or else he'll get who's the best available with the auto pick. Russell Wilson. Oh, okay, you got McKinnon. Okay, got McKinnon. Guess he got the pick in right on time. Anthony Richardson, intriguing backup QB. Russell Wilson follows. Okay, good. They didn't take the QBs I was eyeing. Okay, good. I was like, man, they had about what I expected, 5 QBs selected before me. I'm going to go ahead and take Jared Goff right here. Get my first quarterback secured. And I'll probably take a backup here right after. Rashee Rice, I like that. When would ADPs be updated for ESPN or Sleeper? I would think June. Probably not next week, but the week after. Probably after Memorial Day. I would hope, because, I mean, this is annoying to have to worry about the ADPs not being right. But it does help. It helps me because, like, I scroll the list. I don't just take off the top. Go with Danny Dimes here for the backup. We got a pocket passer in Golf and a mobile QB in Jones. Almost done, y'all. The home stretch. Home stretch. Hell yeah. Damn, Eatman says doing mocks is useless. Why do you say that? I mean, I don't find them useless at all. I find them very useful. I could see doing like 20 a week or some crap like that. Yeah, that's useless. But if you just do like a couple a week, I mean, definitely not useless, in my opinion. But thanks for tuning in, though. Thanks for tuning in to the show. Even though you think mocks are useless, you're here with us. So can't think they. But the whole point, dude, is by doing the mocks, by by us degenerates doing these May mocks, we're helping get the ADP set because Sleeper and ESPN, they're accumulating the data from people that are doing mocks like us right now. We're helping set the ADPs. So by us doing them early, we're doing the sites a favor. And yeah, Carlos is exactly right. It helps you see where people value certain players. Yeah, in real life, especially your peers. I mean, shoot, I'm probably going to be in leagues with a lot of these people, getting to see how they value the players. Oh, okay. Not okay. There you go. All right. There we go. Okay, appreciate it. Appreciate you having some logic there. Although his name, yeah, Yeet Man, yeah, kind of like probably like kind of yank our chain there, but yeah, appreciate the insight. But yeah, Chase Edmonds, Gerald Everett, Jeff Wilson, Geno Smith, Hunter Renfrow, Deontay Foreman, Jake Ferguson, Allen Robinson, Josh Downs, the picks after Daniel Jones, CEH, the latest. Now we got two more after said CEH, and that will be the end of this thing for who was that? B-Man. B-Man was the last pick. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. Best available. Raheem Mostert's there. Kenneth Gainwell, Tank Bigsby, Tajay Spears, Chase Brown, Zach Evans. Receivers, Donovan Peoples-Jones, John Mechie, KJ Osborne, Rashid Shaheed, Kayshon Boutte, Wandale Robinson, Michael Gallup, Rondale Moore, Romeo Dobbs, DJ Chark, Chase Claypool, Alec Pierce, Josh Palmer, Isaiah Hodgins, Marvin Mims. Tight end, Zach Ertz, Greg Dulcich, Mike Gesicki, Sam Laporta, Jawan Johnson. A lot of good backup tight ends out there for those interested in that. Zay Jones, that's a good pick, good value. One round to go, y'all. One round to go. The home stretch. The home stretch. We're going to do the grades real quick. Not going to go super in depth. Well, for one, because it's May. And for two, we've been on for over an hour. So we're gonna come up with more interactive ways, have guests, giveaways, fun stuff for y'all. Cause yeah, it's only so much I can do with just me. So we're gonna come up with some ideas to spice the show up a little bit, So just wanted to get our feet wet here though, here in May, here early, and then still got a lot of people rocking. So really appreciate everyone here. Got a lot of OGs. Thank y'all so much, and we'll be back again and again and again. John Mechie, Deuce Vaughn, Michael Gallup. 1, 2, 3, 4 more to mine, and then we got 6 more. Almost home, y'all. Almost home. Almost home. Owen here, followed by Will Santana on auto, Joseph, myself, and MD. He's in our mock chat. I know who he is. I can't think of his name. I don't want to say the wrong name, but shout out to him and everybody else who participated here for 14 rounds. I think it was a marathon. Might have to cut it to 10 or 12 next time. Didn't expect it to run this long, but should have figured, everyone's focused and wanting a good team. So I gotta say, if everyone that stuck around, I have to say, I have to give them a minimum at least of a C for sticking it out for May mock for 14 rounds. I'll be a generous grader today since it's early. As we go on though, y'all know me. When it gets later, I don't hold back. I can give out some tough grades. Even to myself, I gave myself a C- before. I don't hold back. If I think something sucks, I'll say it. Go with my boy Shaheed with the last pick. I could have taken a backup tight end. I'll probably knock myself on the grade for that. Maybe not, though. Because Shaheed, I think, is a good bench stash here late. All right, let's get the grades going, y'all. We'll go 12-1. B-Man to start off. Let's see. B-Man's got Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown, James Conner, Aaron Jones, Justin Fields, David Montgomery, Jahan Dotson, James Cook, Quentin Johnson, Dalton Schultz, Dalton Kincaid, Deshaun Watson, Zay Jones, and Donovan Peoples-Jones. All right, right off the rip here. It took Fields a little too early. Good backup, though, with Watson, so he's good at QB. Just probably should have waited a little bit, considering, he got Watson at a great value. Could have waited some on Fields. Running backs, kind of shaky. Connor as an RB1 makes me nervous because of the offense. Aaron Jones, solid RB2. Monty, not bad, RB3. James Cook, not bad. It's just Connor as the RB1 scares me. But he does have Tyreek Hill and A.J. Brown. Receiver depth, a little sketch, though. Dotson and Johnston are kind of iffy as 3 and 4s. But Zay Jones and Donovan Peoples-Jones, decent depth. Dalton Schultz, Dalton Kincaid, decent tight end room. I'll give this one a B-. It's not bad, but, you know, especially with Tyreek and AJ. But could use a little bit of work. Pretty solid, though. Nathan up next. Nathan's got C.D. Lamb, Devontae Adams, J.K. Dobbins, Miles Sanders, Lamar Jackson, Cherry Judy, Kyle Pitts, Tyler Lockett, Antonio Gibson, Jamison Williams, Tua Tagovailoa, Cole Kmet, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Tank Bigsby. Let's see. Quarterbacks, Lamar. I didn't think he took Lamar that too high. That was pretty solid value there. Into the 5th, and then Tua, decent backup. J.K. Miles Sanders, Gibson, CEH, Bigsby. Pretty good running back room. Don't really like the CEH pick, but it was so late. It's like, what the hell? Does he have ETN? No. But Bigsby, though, is still a good one to take a chance on there late. Gibson and OK RB3. His receiver room, CD, Devontae, Judy, Lockett, Jamison. That's pretty solid. I like that. And then Pitts, Kmet. This one's all right. I'll give it a B. Some things I may have done differently, but it's pretty good. B. Yeah, that's solid B. Belichick Movies. Rental, I believe is his username there. Saquon, Nick Chubb, Dalvin Cook, Amari Cooper, George Kittle, Justin Herbert, George Pickens, Juju, Odell, Lazard, Kendre Miller, Curtis Samuel, Gerald Everett, Bryce Young. We got Herbert and Young. Probably wouldn't have taken Young. I'd have gone with a veteran QB. I don't really like taking a rookie QB as a backup, especially one without much mobility. Richardson, the only rookie QB I'd probably consider at that point, which I believe he got drafted. So Kittle and Everett, decent tight end. But this is where I kind of have issues. Well, the running backs, I mean, Saquon and Chubb, can't argue with that. But then Dalvin Cook, you know, a little risky considering we don't know where he's going to play. And then Kendre Miller, his depth's a little lacking. And then his receiver room, Cooper Pickens, Juju, Odell, Lazard, Curtis. I just feel like he didn't get a whole lot of value. Not really much on this team that I'm like, wow, that's a value. Pickens maybe at 7-10, but outside of that, just not a whole lot I like here. I'll give it a C+, though. It's got some talent. Boston Sports Mania up next. Shout out to Andrew, one of our OGs here. Let's see. Stephon Diggs, Josh Jacobs, Jahmyr Gibbs, DeAndre Hopkins, Joe Burrow, Mike Williams, Khalil Herbert, Pat Freiermuth, Zay Flowers, Devon Achane, Jalen Hyatt, Chigo Konkwo, Jeff Wilson Jr., and Michael Gallup. No backup QB, but he's got Joe Burrow, so no problem there. Running backs, Jacobs, Gibbs, rookie there is RB2, pretty intriguing. Herbert, Achane, Wilson. The depth's a little sketchy. He does have 2 Dolphins guys. If one of them could start, wouldn't be bad. Herbert, 7-9, kind of intriguing, but again, it's a committee, so not too wild about the backfield, but decent nonetheless. And Diggs, Hopkins, Mike Williams, Zay Flowers, Jalen Hyatt, Michael Gallup. That's okay. Freiermuth, Kokonkwo. It's all right. I'll give it a B-. I mean, some things I would have done different, but kind of like the Nathans, I kind of felt like that too. It's like it's pretty good, but there's a few little things I have done different. The QB got the good anchor QB. Everything else looks pretty good. Maybe even a B-. This team's solid. John the Bolt up next here. Austin Eckler, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Chris Olave, Cam Akers, Mark Andrews, Drake London, Alexander Madison, Cortland Sutton, Jamal Williams, Elijah Moore, Tyler Boyd, Aaron Rodgers, Geno Smith, Deuce Vaughn. Damn, I like this team. I think John the Bolt's been mocking probably since April. Damn, this team looks very sharp. Oh, my gosh. No flaws here. I mean, the running back room's really nice. The quarterback room, he waited and got 2 decent ones. The receiver room with Amon-Ra Olave checks all the boxes. That's an A. There you go. John the Bolt earns our first A of Mock Draft Monday. Good shit, dude. A. That is an A. That's how you draft a team. That's a good fucking team right there. Man. John, heavy hitting it out of the park to start. Better keep that form sharp, though. Don't want to get a big head here in May, but he earned that one tonight, bud. That was awesome. Get out the way. He had some auto picks, unfortunately. Travis Kelce, Derrick Henry, Debo, Mahomes, McLaurin, Evans. Decent start. Kamara. Through 7, he was looking nice, but then the autos started. Zeke, Kyler, Fournette. Then I think he got back on to take Knox, Singletary, Renfro, and Mechie. So, I mean, considering how good the start was, I'll give it a C-. I mean, he crushed it early, but just, I mean, he has no depth, though. So, but yeah, just Renfro, Mechie. I guess made no depth. And then Knox as well. He's got Kelsey. They didn't have to worry about tight end. But yeah, just no. This team, probably not a playoff contender. But if he made good waiver wire moves and trades, you never know. And up next, we got Kupp, Najee, Mixon, Josh Allen, Michael Pittman, Christian Watson, Trey Burks, Michael Thomas, Evan Ingram, Adam Thielen, Jacoby Myers, Jerick McKinnon, Deontay Foreman, and Wan'Dale Robinson. Pretty good, pretty good. Receiver, he's got a lot of options, a lot of veteran depth there. Running backs only 4, but McKinnon and Foreman, I like those as late dart throws. He's got a couple workhorses with Najee and Mixon. Allen, we know what he's going to do. Ingram, solid. I'm not going to give this. I guess I'll give it a B. It's a solid B. Will up next. Jamar Chase, Brees Hall, DeAndre Swift, Damian Pierce, DJ Moore, Dak Prescott, Christian Kirk, Zach Charbonnet, Brandon Cooks, Cordell Patterson, Michael Mayer, Anthony Richardson, Jake Ferguson, Romeo Dobbs. Took a chance on a lot of young guys here. A lot of youth. This was a dynasty team. I'd feel better about it, but since it's redraft, going to have to knock him a little bit. Running back room, pretty strong, though. Receiver room, decent. Tight ends, that's pretty bad tight end room. And then Dak and Richardson, not bad. I think Dak could still be a QB1. I'll be nice. I'll say B-. B-. Tight end room's bad, but you can overcome a bad tight end room. There's stuff on the waivers. B-. Santana up next. JT, ETN, DK, Hurts, Calvin Ridley, Chris Godwin, Dallas Goedert, Elijah Mitchell, Kadarius Toney, Tyler Algier, David Njoku, Russell Wilson, Allen Robinson, Raheem Mostert. Decent running back room. Started off strong with Taylor and ETN. Receiver room a little risky. If Ridley hits, it'll be really good. Toney as well. Got some upside there. Robinson, don't really like that, but I guess he's got potential. Goddard and Njoku, nice tight end room. Hurts. Wilson, good. Quarterback room. So I pretty much like this team, except the running back depth's a little sketchy, but overall not bad. I'll give it a B+. Solid job there by Santana. Joseph has Bijan, Waddle, Ken Walker, Devontae Smith, Javonte Williams, Trevor Lawrence, Hollywood Brown, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Rashad Bateman, Rashad Penny, Jonathan Mingo, Roshan Johnson, Josh Downs, CJ Stroud. Yeah, no tight end. Well, yeah, you're gonna lose a little bit on your grade for that. You need a tight end. Should have taken one there instead of CJ Stroud. Didn't really need a backup QB, and so you had Trevor. Everything else looks pretty good about it, though. Yeah, I mean, receiver room looks good. Running back room, pretty solid. No tight end. I'll give it a B. If it had a tight end, probably a B+. Let's see, my team here. CMC, Garrett Wilson, Ramondre, and Hawkinson, Keenan Allen, Ayuk, Brian Robinson, A.J. Dillon, Jordan Addison, Sky 2Y Moore, Darnell Mooney, Jared Goff, Daniel Jones, Rashid Shaheed. I'm pretty happy with this. I feel like my running backs only took 4. Yeah, maybe a little lacking there. But I feel like the 4 I have are good. Receiver room, pretty decent. My 3 wide set, I mean, not amazing, but pretty solid. Then my depth, I feel is okay. My quarterbacks, though, not that great, but good enough. Hawkinson, good. I don't know. I'm not too happy with this team. I think it's okay, though. I'd give myself like a B, maybe even a B-. I could have done better, but I feel like I got such a good value with some of these picks. I'll say a B, but it's hard to grade myself. Next time we'll have a guest on the grade, because, yeah, grading yourself is just, it's almost impossible. To be fair. I mean, I feel like, though, I was fairly fair, though. I feel like this team's pretty decent. And our last team there at the 101, Justin Jefferson, T. Higgins, Tony Pollard, Isaiah Pacheco, Rashad White, Deontay Johnson, Darren Waller, Gabe Davis, Kirk Cousins, Samaje Perine, Damian Harris, Rashee Rice, Kareem Hunt, Jordan Love. Let's see. They're kind of similar to me. Waited on a QB. Backfield, pretty decent. Has some depth. Running a receiver room, though, a little lacking. But he did get Gabe Davis, Deontay, receiver. I took some chances on the people in Waller. Seems okay. I give it a B. I think it's another solid B. So I think we had a B, B, B minus because he didn't take a tight end. B, B minus. I think I'd give him a B. C minus because of the autos. A, good job, John. B, what did Belichick get? I think B minus or C plus maybe. I don't think I was that big on his. These I think were either B's or B minus. Nathan and B man. But yeah, that was fun, y'all. Good job. Good job, everyone that did it. Thanks for everyone that watched. And for those that wanna Andrew came in. I didn't even notice him back there. My bad, bro. Let's chop it up with Andrew here real quick before we sign off. How you doing, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Yeah, thanks for tuning in or hopping on, man. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, I felt pretty good about my team tonight. It's just kind of missed out on that third running back. I was hoping maybe Dameon Pierce fell to me in the 5th round, but he was going a lot earlier than that. So ended up waiting and then taking a few chances later.
For sure, man. Yeah, let's see. Looking at yours here, you had Gibbs, man. Yeah, I want to get your thoughts on that because I know you had said you wanted Ramondre, and then I got Gibbs.
Yeah.
Wanted that PPR upside there.
Yeah, I do love Jahmyr Gibbs as another option. Stevenson, I was tempted by him in the 2nd round, but I figured it was too early to take Stevenson at that point, so I went with Jacobs. Then end up getting Gibbs in round 3. I feel like I was a big DeAndre Swift guy last year, and Gibbs is everything DeAndre Swift was supposed to be, except the Lions actually trust him. So I might like him even more than I like Swift.
100%. Yeah, and Swift last year was going up like 2nd round. So yeah, Gibbs in the 3rd seems like pretty good value to me. And then Joe Burrow, I feel like you got him at a good price because Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, he's to me in that tier 1, and you got him a lot later.
Yeah, I'm not usually an early quarterback kind of guy, but like with this group, I feel like the quarterbacks are falling a little later than they are in most mock drafts. So I decided to take advantage, take Joe Burrow there.
Yeah, and Amito, like, I mean, I like the value with Burrow, but I feel like Fields was a little bit of a reach and Dak. So it kind of like Mahomes and Allen fell. But do you feel like I think some people made a little low-key panic there when they saw
Allen
all
was
those
tempting me with
QBs
that
going
4th
on.
round pick.
What, Mahomes?
Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, Josh Allen. Yeah, so you
because
got
I had Diggs already. That stack.
Oh, have the stack. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because Hopkins should do well. I think Hopkins getting a little slept on, but it's just kind of uncertain
definitely.
he'll even
when
play
he
next
played
year.
last year, he was still looking like an elite wide receiver to me. I mean, I didn't really see that big a drop off.
No, I didn't either. The only way there was a drop off when he was having to have Trace McSorley throw to him, but when he had Kyler,
I mean, as soon as Kyler's back, he will be just fine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so when he stays there. And then kind of looking at the later picks, he took some chances there. Zay Flowers, Devon A-Chain. Yeah, so the A-Chain pick's interesting to me because it's like I feel like he could do really well, but I'm a little scared of that system. With Mike McDaniel, it's the Shanahan coaching tree. They run committees, but I'm guessing you figured it was worth a chance with Mostert and Wilson being so injury prone.
I mean, I think no matter what, I'm most likely going with this team. I'd most likely have the main guy in that Dolphins backfield because Mostert at 31 years old, I really don't think he's going to be the leader of that backfield. So it's either going to be a Shane or Wilson, and I have both, so I'd feel comfortable sort of starting either one. The other thing I was kind of thinking about with a Shane in particular is Herbert might be more of an early season threat with Rashawn Johnson not doing as much early in the season, and then Shane could kind of take the load later on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that develops. I have to keep an eye on camp and all that, the reports. And yeah, as far as my team, man, I was a little annoyed with the way a lot of receivers I like late went, but I got Jordan Addison and Sky Moore late. I figured one of them could pop off.
I do like Addison. The Chiefs are very hard to get a read on. I think Kadarius Toney probably going to end up being the one there, but after that, it's just like
it's a mess,
complete mess. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I got Garrett. Well, I was really happy with my second, third turn there with Wilson and Stevenson.
That is so good. I think the only thing that really went wrong with your team is you hit the same situation that I did with sort of a running back dead zone. And I don't know if I trust either of your guys as an RB3, but I mean, Brandon Ayuk would probably start in the flex slot anyways. So you'd be fine with that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, if it was 3 wide, for this one we did it like 3 wide receivers starting. So like in that case, it'd be kind of a trouble spot. But I feel like with the depth there with Addison, Sky Moore, Darnell Mooney, like they got some potential options.
Yeah, the other thing, I mean, TJ Hawkinson, I like him overall, but I think he's going a little bit early when you have Andrews, Kittle, Darren Waller going a little bit later. And then even Pat Fryermuth, I see as most likely an elite tight end because I feel like him and Pickens are really competing for that top target. I don't think Deontay was.
Yeah, his stock's plummeting.
His stock's plummeted, and just like from a real life perspective, he wasn't a good receiver last year. So I think the targets are going to reflect that come next year.
Right. Yeah, and one more thing before we sign off to me, I got to give John some credit. To me, he killed it. This team right here, John the Bolt. Like, to me, he just didn't really have many holes on his team. I mean, at quarterback, he waited. So it's as quarterback,
I love that great. I love the receivers. I do like those QBs late. Geno Smith, I'm a big fan of. I'm not as huge on the running backs as you are because I don't know if Madison is the next man up, even if Dalvin Cook is getting less. And then Cam Akers, like,
yeah, he's a little
risky. He is 2 years removed from the Achilles tear now, but I don't know if he'll ever be the same. So it is a little bit risky with those other starting running backs. Obviously, Eckler is going to be sort of the ace of that team, but I've never been a huge Cam Akers fan, but post Achilles even less.
Yeah, I actually came off of Akers in Dynasty. I had him and someone wanted him. It was a super flex. I needed a QB because I had Brady retire. And so I got, it was basically, there was more involved in the trade, but the crux of it was basically Jordan Love for Cam Akers.
I mean, why not take a chance on Bryce Young if you had an early pick?
Yeah, I was the defending champion. I kind of sold out, because I took Brady way too early in the startup trying to win now. And it worked. I mean, I won the first year, so I can't say I was mad at it, but I kind of had to come off of some players that, I didn't really want to come off of. But I got rid of Akers, who I wasn't really that big on, so.
Yeah, I think my original backfield from my Dynasty startup a couple of years ago was gonna be completely torn apart. Like I got rid of Aaron Jones a year ago, and now Dalvin Cook I'm probably looking to get rid of because I just don't see him doing much more.
Yeah,
so,
I'm thinking about
gonna
trading.
run with. I have Stevenson, Dameon Pierce, and I'll probably bring in another running back.
Yeah, that sounds good because I was thinking about maybe coming off of Aaron Jones in one of my dynasties because it's just I feel like he's still got value, but it's like if you don't trade him now, you're gonna be left holding the bag.
I was offered, I think it was Godwin for Jones, and I feel like Godwin has more longevity than Aaron Jones, so I took
definitely
that trade, and now have my number 2 receiver behind Cooper Kupp, who's a great pick. I took him before his huge breakout year, so I'm very happy with that.
Nice. Well, cool. All right, Andrew. Thanks for coming on, and thanks for everyone else for mocking with us and tuning in. It's been a good time. We'll be back. Well, next week's Memorial Day. Not sure if we'll be back next week, but definitely the week after for a brand new Mock Draft Monday. So we'll be back then. Peace. Hello, what's up, Guru Nation?